The oceans hid predators larger than starships. The skies hurled storms with energy rivaling orbital bombardments. Diseases evolved faster than medicine. Yet humans lived not just in spite of it, but because of it. They built sprawling cities along coasts that could swallow them whole. They farmed fertile soil enriched by volcanic eruptions. They tamed beasts that should have slaughtered them. Every hazard became a tool. Every danger became a lesson. The final revelation came when Vedra visited a human school. He expected sterile, climate-controlled halls like those of the Academy Worlds. Instead, he found chaos. Children wrestled each other on grass fields, scraped knees and all. They climbed trees, risked falls, and chased animals that hissed and bit. And when one child fell hard enough to bleed, the adult supervisor merely patched him up and said, "You'll be fine. Back to it." Vedra's mandibles clicked in disbelief. "You call this nurturing?" Dr. Ortiz's eyes softened. "On our world, safety doesn't mean sheltering. It means learning to endure. Earth raises us hard, but it raises us ready." That evening, as another storm battered the settlement, Vedra finally understood the Archive's paradox. Earth was a death world. No classification was more accurate. It tested every heartbeat, every breath, every step. But for humans, that same brutality was what made it a nursery. The planet taught resilience from birth. It demanded strength, creativity, and courage from even its smallest children. Where other species shielded their young from danger, humans let theirs grow up in it, because on Earth, danger was never optional. When Vedra returned to the Universal Cartographic Archive, he refused to file a correction. Instead, he added a note under Earth's entry. "To outsiders, Earth is the galaxy's deadliest crucible. To humans, it is home. And home is where children learn to become Deathworlders." For the first time, the contradiction made sense. The galaxy now whispered it as legend. Earth, Class 15 Death World. Nursery planet of the strongest species alive. The Universal Cartographic Archive was the closest thing the galaxy had to a holy text. Every star, every system, every habitable world had been catalogued with precision over millennia. Merchants, explorers, and even warlords relied on its classifications: safe worlds, neutral worlds, and the dreaded death worlds. Among those classifications, one entry puzzled every student who saw it. Designation: Earth. Classification: Class 15 Death World. Secondary classification: Nursery Planet. It was the only planet in the archive to carry both labels. When scholar-tactician Vedra of the Mer Collective first encountered the entry, he assumed it was a clerical error. The two terms were opposites, mutually exclusive. A death world meant toxic air, crushing gravity, hostile megafauna, endless hazards. A nursery planet meant gentle climates, abundant resources, and the safest environment for raising fragile young. "How could one planet be both?" Vedra muttered, his antennae twitching. The archivist only gave a knowing smile. "Ask the humans." It was on Earth itself that Vedra found his answer. The shuttle pierced a roiling sky, battered by winds strong enough to tear wings from lesser craft. Below stretched vast oceans raging with storms, mountain ranges wreathed in lightning, and forests so dense they looked impenetrable. By Mer standards, it was a nightmare. Even landing was an ordeal. A lightning bolt struck the shuttle's shielding, nearly frying its controls. When Vedra staggered out onto human soil, he felt as though the planet itself was daring him to survive. And yet, the first thing he saw was children. On the edge of a small human settlement, tiny bipeds no taller than his thorax played in the mud. Rain poured down in sheets, the ground slick, the air heavy with bacteria, pollen, and spores. By all logic, this was a death sentence. But the human children laughed. They rolled in filth, splashed through puddles, and shrieked with joy as lightning cracked in the distance. Vedra blinked his faceted eyes. Do their parents not fear infection? Predators? Weather hazards? His human guide, Dr. Helena Ortiz, only chuckled. That's how they build their immune systems. We let them get dirty. They grow stronger from it. Stronger? From disease and filth? To Vedra, it was madness. To humans, it was childhood. Over the following weeks, Vedra saw more contradictions. On one hand, Earth was the galaxy's worst nightmare. Its gravity was punishing, crushing by mere standards.